Hey there, fellow homebodies. So now that we have decided we're gonna go ahead and go with chicks, now we gotta decide on what breed. Hey there, fellow homebodies. Thanks for tuning in. I hope the last video, the introduction on chicks, the good, the bad, and the ugly, was helpful for you. I hope that you've decided that chicks are not so bad. Now you have to decide what breed is for you. I chose Lavender Orpingtons, and the reason I chose Lavender Orpingtons is because they're a multi-purpose bird. They're not a dual-purpose bird. So not only are they good egg layers, and are they also considered meat birds. If you feed them right, at 12 weeks they'll be about 4 to 5 pounds. They're also an exotic bird. So if you like to see, a beautiful bird in your yard scratching and grazing, then the Lavender Orpingtons are for you. And as a breeder, I'll be able to sell them for a little bit more because they're a bit exotic. I also love the Orpingtons because they have a really great mentality and a great personality. And I'm very connected to my chickens. I'm always letting them free range, and they're always around us, and I'm always picking them up and checking them. I think that's really important, to be able to handle your birds and be able to check their feet and under their wings and make sure they're healthy. So you need a bird with a good personality if that's the type of operation you want to have. So what is your purpose for your chickens? Are you just looking for egg layers? Are you looking for dual purpose, egg layers and meat birds? Or are you just looking for a yard bird, something beautiful to look at when you're sitting on your back porch drinking tea? So let's dive into what the different breeds are and what each one does. First off, let's just say that there are tons of breeds of chickens out there. You got chickens that grow to be 3 foot tall, and you've got chickens that only get to be this big. You've got chickens that are all different colors, all different personalities, and they have different purposes. Let's dive into some egg layers. Leghorns. Leghorns are at the top of the list when it comes to just egg layers. They're also a smaller chicken, so you don't have to feed them as much, but yet you're going to yield a lot of eggs out of them. I've had Leghorns, and they're not really the chicken for me. I like to free range my chickens, and for some reason, I live in suburbia, and they get hit by cars the most. Most of my chickens know better, and they stay out of the road. They do cross the street, but they know how to stay out of the way of cars. Most of my neighbors know that I have chickens. When they come through here, they're watching for them. But some other good egg layers are like Rhode Island Reds, the Plymouth Rocks. Those are also dual purpose birds. You can also, if fed right, use those as meat birds. If you feed them a high protein, full access diet, they'll get pretty big pretty quickly. But egg layers, Leghorns, Copper Morans, Easter eggers, they lay some really colorful eggs, those in Americanas, which leads us into the dual purpose birds like Rhode Island Reds and Plymouth Rocks, Sex Lynx, Golden Comets. Australorps and Wyandottes are also good dual purpose birds. Now these birds can be really great egg layers, but also if fed right, they can yield a lot of meat by 12 weeks old. Now for the exotic breeds out there. Again, there's my Lavender Orpingtons. Their feathers are just different than the average chicken. They're just very, very soft and beautiful looking. IM Ceremonies are also a very exotic bird. They're solid black. Their eyes, their comb, everything on them, their beak, 100% black. their eggs, the inside of their mouth, everything is black. But there's also a lot of Polish breeds that are really extravagant looking. They have the really big umbrella headpieces on them, and they're very interesting to look at in your yard. Cochins are also an exotic breed. They are fluffy from head to toe. They just have the fuzziest butt. And then there's the fun breeds, like Silkies. Now Silkies are fun, they're fun to look at, they're little, they're just cute, but they're also really good broody mamas. What that means is chickens have to go broody in order to be able to sit on a clutch of eggs for 21 days to hatch them out. And for some reason, it's just in their nature that Silkies make good broody mommies. So if you have a Silkie and you have some eggs that you want to hatch out, it's really just easy to put them under a broody Silkie. And if you have Silkies, you usually always have one. And Frizzles. Frizzles are also a really cute, small breed that are just fun to look at. They're cute and they got little personalities and they're just very fun. Then there's Bantams. Bantams are a fun breed, but a very unique breed. They're very tiny. And when I say tiny, they also follow suit with short man syndrome. They're also spunky little things too. If I ever saw a rooster chase someone around on a farm, it was a Bantam. I don't know why, but they just do. They're escaped artists, they get out, they want to sleep on top of the coop instead of in the coop. They're just fun. But then the Polish breeds are fun breeds again. You got Surmas and Orpington. There's lots of fun different breeds out there. So that's going to wrap up this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Please comment below and let me know what breed you choose. It's best to do your research. I just want you to think about what your purpose is for your chicken before you go out and pick a breed. It's very important that you start off on the right foot when you get chickens, because having chickens can be so much fun, and I really want that experience for everybody. Alright, now that we've gone over the good, the bad, and the ugly about chicks, and we've figured out what breed is right for you, now it's time to get into the details of caretaking your chicks. I'll get into the habitat and the feeding next. So please tune in for the future series, but thanks for watching. And if you or somebody you know is looking for your future homestead, please reach out to me so I can help. Thanks.